All right. Top of the day to you all, and special greetings to every trainees in this academy. To start with, I would love to express a sense of utmost gratitude and admiration to the sciences of patience and understanding that you all have demonstrated thus far. I will say thank you very much, and I must assure you that the training session have started fully once again, and we are going to run it concurrently for the next few weeks before we have the assessments that will determine our certification. So I would love to indulge us to show keen interest in the trainings and run practicals at our ends, so that by the time we are going to have the evaluation session, the practical sessions, which individual will be required to present a particular project on any of the thematic areas that we've taken thus far since the commencement of this training, and that is going to determine or be a criteria for the issuance of the certificate. So, and the certificate is going to buttress the fact that we have become a certified professional in ICT industry. So you can include that in your CV. That can be a core achievement in your personal development and investment in your technical know-how. So please, I want individuals to also show key interest henceforth to every trainees and tips and tricks that we share with us on this platform. So do well to visit the YouTube handle, sign up, to receive updates and our newsletters. So when we have new videos, you won't miss out on them. All right, thank you very much. So today I want to expose you to the tips and tricks of navigating through the internet without necessarily exposing your identity to the netizens. So what do I mean by this is how to hide your IP address when or while surfing the internet, be it the World Wide Web, the email services, social media networks, and every other provisions of the digital technology. So to cut the long story short, you might want to know why it is important to check through the veracity of hiding your IP address while surfing the internet. So these are the reasons. When you hide your IP address, it basically means borrowing a different IP address to go anywhere on the internet and stay hidden. You are masking your real IP address with a borrowed one. So an IP address is like a unique identifier, a unique address in which every other nodes or every other trackers can pass through to locate you and determine where you are browsing the internet from. So every node, every computer, every mobile phone, every digital gadget that is used to surf the web has a unique IP address. So, and that is a major reason or a major criteria for tracking or for locating internet users, should in case of eventualities. So, but of course, you as ICT gurus, you might want to play smart on the intelligence of others by hiding your IP address so that no one can locate you. So that can be for numerous reasons, ranging from wanting to protect your own personal identity. Maybe you have a ban on a particular site from your IP address location. I hope you can all remember when the federal government banned Twitter a few months ago, and everyone using Nigeria IP addresses from Nigeria internet space cannot access Twitter unless those who use these means and methods that I'm going to expose us to now. So basically in this video I'll be exposing us to 4 different methods of doing that. These are the the most verified means of hiding your IP address while surfing the internet. The first one is by using a virtual private network, a VPN. By using a VPN, and this option is the most reliable one today. The second option is using the TOR website, the TOR website. So we are going to explain better on them as we move on this video. Then using a proxy server. Then lastly, by connecting through a public Wi-Fi, which is not really safe at all. So like I rightly mentioned, the first option is by using a VPN service, which is more or less the most secured way of hiding your IP address on the internet. VPN stands for virtual private network. So it means that we have some third-party ICT facilitators who have designed applications and systems to ensure the security and anonymity of internet users online. So when you subscribe to their service, they are going to, through the the framework they have available in their domain, they are going to replace your IP address with a new one. They can even expose you or give you that privilege of changing your location to another country entirely. So it goes a long way. You understand? It goes a long way. So which is actually the most secured one. But don't forget, nothing good comes for free. So you always have to make subscription to use these services online. We have many VPN out there, but the most secured one that we can guarantee are the ones listed here. CyberGhost, ExpressVPN, NordVPN, and PIA, that is private internet access, which is the one I use. And I'm going to give out the the login details for successful trainees at the end of their training. Free. I'm going to give it them for free, and actually you have to pay 20,000 naira to get it in real sense, but I'm going to give it out for successful trainees for free. So don't forget, these are the 4 major ones that you can use. So you can decide to use CyberGhost. You download the application, whether you have the PC or web-based application that you can use on your computer, and they have the mobile app interface as well that you can use on your mobile phone and other mobile devices. So the ExpressVPN as well, the NordVPN, and the PR, which is private internet access. So that's the first method, by passing through the VPN. So the second method is using the TOR browser, the TOR browser. So this TOR browser is necessarily slow, and I'm going to tell us how what TOR website means. So TOR is an acronym for the orange route, the onion router. So you can see the image of onions here, right? So that is what the TOR stands for. And it originated from sometimes around mid 1990s to 1993, when certain organizations in the United States security architecture needed to create private networks that would serve as a means to share high profile and classified data between government parastatals. So but eventually they made it generally open to every internet user. So today with TOR you can definitely access the internet without having fear of someone monitoring your activities. So it works with this mechanism. We all know onions very well. Onions piece off layers after layers. So that is how it works as well. So when you are on TOR, as you are sharing, or as you are performing your activities, a layer of encryption will be placed on your data so that the third party will not be able to see them. So today TOR is a home for millions of internet users outside there who have high interest in anonymity and protecting their you know security. So TOR, to make use of it, you can download the web browser online from from Apple Store, or from the Android Play Store. So when you do that, then you can log in into it. Let me give us an instance. So this is a TOR website here. So you can see this is the TOR browser here. So let's assume I want to type in. You can search in any thing you want to search here. You can enter this place to put in your web address to direct you to wherever you want to be directed to. So that is the TOR browser for you. So that's the second method. The third method is using a proxy server. So a proxy server is equally a website, you understand, that has been designed by certain computer professionals, where you can actually also browse through without having to expose your personal data to other users of the internet. A very good example of the proxy server is the freeproxy.com. So let me show us an example. So from my web browser, I will just click on the free proxy.com. So look at what I have here now. So you can see a whole lot of things from here. So, or better still, let me go to proxysite.com. Proxysite.com. Okay. So this gives a very precise soft landing for everyone. So look at what we have here. You have the US server. So it means even as a Nigerian, if you enter any URL, any web address here now, it is going to log in as though you are from the United States of America. So you can also choose any other server here. We have European Union server, and we have a United States server. So these are the two available servers for now. So from there you can log in into any website or any site at all, anywhere in the world that has that your IP address location has restriction to access. So this is another method of accessing the internet without exposing or having to expose your IP address. So that's the third option. And we have the last option, which is using a public Wi-Fi. So this is very simple. If you do not want to expose your IP address, take for instance, if someone share you hotspot now, immediately you log in into that, you join that coverage, network coverage, your IP address will be changed to the IP address of the owner of that hotspot. The same goes to when you join networks of free Wi-Fi at maybe hospitals, at cafeteria, maybe in the bus or some or in the laboratory or in the school, the campuses around. So immediately you log into the network system, then I'm telling you that your IP address would change to the address of that registered on that router that you connected to. So, but this is quite very much not secured. Reason being that those people who initiated the free Wi-Fi can actually steal your data, can see whatever you are doing, from their own end. They can have easy access to your data. So it is important that you don't do high risk transactions when you join free Wi-Fi networks. Maybe you necessarily won't want to check your make online purchases or check your bank account when you are on free Wi-Fi. So I want to believe that with these few slides, you've been able to understand what it takes to navigate through the internet without necessarily having to expose your IP address. So that is the tip for today. So I would like every one of us to test run or practicalize each of these processes that we have mentioned, then give the feedback to me at the end of the day. All right, thank you very much. You have a nice day. See you before the week runs out. Thank you very much.